Hello. Okay, we're live. Sweet action. It's always a great night. It's always a great night. Never a bad night. So as you can see, I got a new microphone set up. I'm testing that out tonight too. Trying to get a little more centered in screen and stop having this bar coming across. That's kind of problematic when I'm shooting certain types of videos. So I thought just a little boop popping up, it solves a lot of problems for me. So I'm excited for this. Oh my gosh, this is very nice. So I've also got my camera, my secondary camera, up here on my old microphone arm, and that should help me a lot with getting overhead shots and stuff very consistently. So that's going to be really exciting to have too. So be on the lookout for over the head or over the shoulder view thing, so you can see what's going on. I've got four microphone mounts on my desk. Thank you. I'm actually trying something out new there too. This is I'm using something called RTX Voice, which is a software noise suppression or cancellation that's built into NVIDIA graphics cards. You can use the software to remove external noise like vacuum cleaners and air conditioners and the upstairs neighbors pounding around and all kinds of other stuff. So it's really nice because it should be just picking up just my voice and nothing else. So I'm very excited about this. Very excited. So Don, tell me, what have you been up to lately? I know you got all those shows coming up I think in June, right? So that's going to be exciting. Feel free to plug away in the comments if anybody's out in your area. I would think they should come see your show. Oh, good. I'm glad it's clear. And I've also got the camera right on my eyeballs. So this is really nice. I'm very, very happy with this setup. In fact, I might just pull out my my camera, my wireless camera, and show you what's going on with that, because I'm very happy with it. As you know, Don, I'm also doing video game streaming on my other channel, which is the Magic Minute Gaming. If you want to check it out or subscribe to it, awesome. Trying to build that channel up too for live streams. I was doing Twitch, but you know, YouTube has made it very compelling just to stay everything on YouTube. I have such a large audience here on YouTube already. I know that not everybody who has a YouTube goes to Twitch because they're on YouTube and they don't want to follow me across platforms. So keeping it all in-house, I think will serve me and my community better. And also, they've pretty much made Twitch obsolete. They do gifted subs now. They do live stream handoffs, so I could or what they call a raid in Twitch, so I could I could take it from this live stream where we're talking about Magic, and then I could say, hey, everybody follow me over on the gaming channel, and then I could automatically switch everybody who's in the chat to my gaming channel where they could continue watching, but gaming content. So I don't see a good reason to be on Twitch anymore. They've pretty much solved everything for live streaming, and so they've made it really, really friendly. And I'm like, why would I go anywhere else? So I'm rebuilding on YouTube for that. So anyway, when those videos, whenever I'm editing videos or cutting videos together and stuff, I have to flip the screen around so that way I can be facing the correct way and all kinds of other things, because where the microphone arm was coming down and everything, it's really a problem. So this, and I'll just pull up my, why not? If I can get it to work for me. Stop. Oh, my puppy's sad. My puppy's sad. She wants my attention. Yo, no, I want to do. Let's call this Epoch. I know I'm getting uncomfortably close to the camera. Sorry, everybody. Let me get my Epoch. Is it there? Hello, Epoch. Cool. All right. Device default custom. Yeah. Now we're cooking with white gas. All right. So, oh no! Casualty. He's down. Okay, got him. He's safe. All right, so here's my new setup, and let me zoom out a little bit so you guys are not like overwhelmed. This is my new setup, and forgive the mess, bless the mess on the desk. But this is what I got now. So this microphone arm sits really low profile to the desk, and then it just swings out of the way and folds up really nice and flat up against the back, so I don't have it like dangling over here, which is where it was before, causing a lot of problems. So that's nice, and it just keeps it up and out of the way and exactly where my face needs to be. There's my PS5, there's my gaming computer. This is not what I'm streaming on right now. I'm actually streaming on this guy right now, which is my old computer, and then I've got well, my Oculus stand up there so I can play PC VR, which is fun. So there's a lot of cool content coming on the video game side, but I'll talk about that another time, since this is not what we're doing today. We're talking about magic. So let's take a look at what you great view of the nostrils. Oh man, I've got the best nostrils on the internet, let me tell you. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful nostrils. All right. I have 2 school shows the week of the 23rd and rehearsing for June and July shows. I subscribe tonight to your gaming channel. Well, congratulations on the shows. That's awesome. If you get any video, please share it. I would love to, if you're comfortable with it, I would love sharing that on the YouTube channel. I will make sure that gets, we'll grab bits and pieces, the best parts or whatever, and we'll do like a little highlight reel to celebrate one of our own going out and doing a kick butt show. So I would love that if you're into sharing that with me. And then thank you for subscribing to the gaming channel. I really appreciate that. I have a strong passion to grow the gaming thing. I really enjoy playing video games and spending time with my friends playing. So would love that. Did my puppy step on a bee? That's an Amber Heard joke. That's the Johnny Depp trial. There's a whole meme about it now. Amber Heard in the trial. I'm going to reserve my opinions on the whole thing, but Amber Heard during the trial, she says my dog stepped on a bee, and then she gives like this really strange face like right afterwards, and it's unusual. It's a really strange moment, and so if you get a chance, go Google, or we're already here on YouTube. Just check out my dog stepped on a bee, and you'll see like. What was that? It was unusual. As a great comedian once said, bees. Yeah. Bees are okay with me, right? Like I'm allergic to insect stings, wasps, hornets, bees. I go into anaphylactic shock if I get stung. So it's like, you know, I have a lot of reason to like dislike bees, but bees are okay with me, right? Like bees are kind of like, if you leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. You know, it costs them their own life to sting you, so they're like, they don't want to unless they really have to. But wasps are jerks, man. They can sting you like 4, 5, 6 times and not even think anything of it. So there's like, yeah, wasps are jerks, and they're territorial and mean. I don't like wasps. Bees are alright with me though, and bees are more useful. Oh, yeah. So I some other things I'm doing too is I've got my Stream Deck here, which I have set up for the gaming stuff, but I haven't set it up for this for the YouTube live stream profile. So I'm having to be a little bit clunky with switching scenes and that kind of stuff. So I'm still working that out. It is a big chore to go through all of these things and change all these settings and make it work the way you want to. I want to maybe go into some card magic tonight, but I want to see what everybody else is doing. And of course, you know, I want to start trying to bring people back into the stream like we used to back in 2020. If anybody has anything they want to show off. So I'm going to put that out there that yes, I am doing that again. I am open to that. I want to do that. And I would just set that up through probably OBS Ninja, or I think it's VOD Ninja not now, because I think they rebranded. But it's a really easy program to use. It's nothing to download. It's just browser based, and I can bring somebody into a stream like no problem. So if you guys want to do that, if you're into wanting to show off or do a little bit something on the live stream, I would like to have a conversation, show something, I think that'd be a really cool way to share. Or if you're into getting critiques from the community, we're a community that loves and supports magicians, so no reason to feel self-conscious here. Nobody's going to give you a hard time, and if they do, they get booted, because that's not what we do here. And would love to have you come on and say, hey, what do you think about this? Do you like it? Do you not? Here's a part I'm having problems with, and really kind of doctor the things and see if we can't left you better than we found you. So that's kind of something I want to do too. Something else is I don't have a Twitter yet, but I guess I'm going to have to start one, or maybe a TikTok. I need a way, and maybe somebody out there, one of you young ones who know more about the interwebs than I do, can tell me about how to most effectively have videos sent to me. Either that's links of videos that you've created, or magic memes or magic you found on the internet, whether it be TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and be able to send those to me to have me react to them on stream, because I would really like to do that too. So if one of you guys knows the best way to send me those, maybe that's Twitter, I don't know, I need to learn how to use that. But I would really like if somebody has an idea on how to do that smoothly and effectively, so that I can bring more user content out on the stream. I want to do, you guys probably seen the try not to laugh challenges. I want to do one with a try not to say wow, or how did he do that, or how does she do that stream. And of course I'm getting a phone call. If y'all excuse me for just a second, I have to take this. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry about that. That was Diamond Jim Tyler. I wasn't sure if it was something important, or if like, asked me to show him, I forgot or something. I was like, I don't think so, but I should probably answer this and find out what's going on. Sorry about that. Yeah, am I getting... Cool, we're still getting audio. All right. Yeah, so that was Diamond Jim Tyler. Sorry. He's on the road. He's coming back, I think, from the Magic Castle. And he's got a long drive, and so he's going, hey, you got some time to talk? I was like, not really. So anyway, sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, so you're down for some show and tell stuff. So I would love that. I think that'd be great. And I have so many like wonderfully creative individuals here. I know Big Hands does videos. I know Josh does videos, so I would love to highlight what you guys are doing and bring you on the channel and get some more hype going on your own channel. So yeah, let's do it. If anybody has a good idea on how to most effectively send me the videos, that's what I'm trying to find out. Because like I don't want to ask everybody to sign up for new platforms all the time, or join my Discord if they don't feel like joining my Discord. So I'm trying to figure out the best way to have people share videos with me. So if you guys got an idea on how to do that effectively, then I'm all ears. Don says, I'm freaking my grandkids out with a version of quarter to a matchbox and a card box and a cloth bag. Each one is wrapped with rubber bands. They feel like and they feel the quarter in the envelope. That's cool. So it's like a nest of boxes, but with different objects. That's cool. Don, I wonder if have you seen? I think it was gosh, what's his name? The Millionaire Magician. I can't remember his name. Steve Cohen. I should know it because I've got his book over here. In fact, I should probably show this. This puppy right here. This is on loan. I didn't buy this. I don't got that kind of money. But this is the wow, it's showing up a lot shinier on stream than that really is. I don't know if that's color corrector or something, but this is put out by Vanishing Ink and Steve Cohen, the Millionaire Magician. It's on loan from Landon Stark. Landon, thank you for that. I've been reading it. It's fantastic. It's super interesting. A lot of really cool stories about Max Malini in there, and a lot of really cool magic in there too. Some of it, unfortunately, is stuff that you couldn't perform today because people change different what people carry on them. You know, like being able to bite a button off of somebody's vest, not super common anymore. Or borrowing a quarter or a lady's kerchief, not really super common. Canes or walking sticks, not super common anymore. So there are some things in here that are really not applicable in the 21st century, but there's a lot that is, and it's a really cool book. So I've been enjoying this, and also Mental Mysteries of Hector Chadwick, also a really cool pickup if you can get a copy of it at Vanishing Ink. Not sponsored, just on loan from my friend Landon Stark, and they're excellent. Anyway, Steve Cohen, where was I going with that? I was going somewhere with that. I totally lost my track of thought. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done. Oh, he did. I know where I was going with that. He had performed on one of the late night talk shows. It was either Letterman or Leno. I think it was Letterman. But he did a nest of boxes, but he did it with an orange and an egg and a walnut. Or something to that effect, and it was really cool. And I know that was put out on the market like a couple of years ago under, I can't remember what name, but I always thought that was a really cool. Okay, Letterman, you've seen it. Okay, so yeah, that was a really cool nest of boxes that I really enjoyed a lot. So I don't know if you had seen it or knew of it, but that's one of the coolest nest of boxes I've seen, because each container it's impossible to get the other one in it. So, okay, you've seen it. Cool. Big Hand says, actually, I just saw a cool 4-ace trick by Mr. Tyler. Was it on Scam Nation that you saw that, or did you see that in one of his like promo videos for one of his marketed effects? Or I'm curious. And also, I've got this paper. I got this handheld paper shredder. Have I showed you guys this? I use it in a comedy bank night presentation. It kind of sucks, honestly, but not the effect, but the paper shredder, because it's handheld. It goes off of 4 AA batteries, and it cannot shred very much. And so you better be doing having super thin everything going through there. So if anybody knows where to get a handheld paper shredder that actually has some oomph to it, I would be very interested to know. Scam Nation. Is it an old one or a new one? I gotta look this up. Let me see what I got. YubTubs. Alright. Good old YubTubs. And then let's Scam Nation. Magical Moving Money is the one I saw just most recently. We just got the dollar bill on the cork. See if I can say Diamond Jim. Good old Diamond Jim Tyler. Mental Monty. Is that the one that you're thinking of? Mental Monty? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't watch it on stream necessarily because I think that might, I don't know if that would make Brian a sad or mad panda. So, but I can. It probably wouldn't. I don't think you get mad about it, but I would like to watch it whenever the stream's over. So yeah, if you don't mind leaving that to me, either on Discord or in the thing, I can leave you think I can get you a pass on leaving a link in the stream or the chat, because sometimes it doesn't let you. So here's some cool. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that right now. He happy goof, all the money. Cool. So you know what's really weird? Thank you, Big Hands. Thank you, Big Hands. So what's really weird is I have not been on YouTube on a PC while I've been streaming ever, except this time I am, because I've got the 2 PCs set up and I can do that. But it's interesting. They've really changed a lot of stuff here. I can see all the custom emoji that you can do if you're a member of the Magic Minute. Don knows, he's got the green M next to him, so it means he's been a member for a little while now. Thank you, Don. We get these, you get access to these custom emoji. If I get enough people signed up, then I can add even more to it. But that's kind of how they let me unlock those, is by having more members. Then I can add as many emoji as I want, you know, for that next tier or whatever. But that's cool. If you're watching this long and you're enjoying what you're seeing, please leave me a thumbs up. That super helps the channel. I'm trying to fight that algorithm all the time, and there are certain things like watch timer is of course important, likes, subscriptions, those are all super helpful too. But you know, I am guilty of always having to go, oh crap, it's the end of the video, I should like this before it tries to autoplay the next thing, and then, you know, I'm trying to make sure I'm showing love too, so I know how easy it is to forget. So I appreciate y'all. Helps me a lot. And it's free, which is always nice. Yeah, so I want to try to do something here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I want to kind of pull out my cards here. See if I can do this. Well, before we do that, is anybody working on anything right now that you want to talk about? Either new releases or something that you're working on in your own, you know, your own set or your own Magic right now that maybe could benefit from a second chance or a second glance. What am I saying? A second glance, or something you're looking for but you don't know the name of it, or whatever. If you have a question, let me see if I can answer that for you. If I can't, I probably know somebody who does. Don says, any chance of you doing an interview with Diamond Jim again? Yeah, I think there is. I might. He's, like I said, he's coming back from Magic Castle right now. But if I had a way to like bring a telephone call into the stream, that would be awesome. I don't know that I can do that. At least, I'm sure I can. I'm sure it's possible. I'm just not sure offhand how I could do that in time for the stream without making it super drawn out and awkward. But that would be cool if I could just do even a telephone call or something. But yeah, I could probably get another stream with him. Either ask him just to join on the video or VOD Ninja thing and bring him into a stream or something. I mean, he lives down the street from me. I say down the street. He lives a city over from me, but it's like a 15-minute drive. I mean, like really close. So I could probably ask him if he'd be down for that. I'm sure he would. Big Hand says, yeah, I'm trying to get down 8 perfect pharaohs in 8 consecutive tries from new deck order to put back in a new deck order. Right on. Yeah, it's cool, right? Yeah, so are you struggling with the pharaohs, or are you struggling with making them consecutive, or what's like making them perfect 8 times in a row, or what's your thing? And also, I'll mention while I'm waiting for you to respond. Here's something interesting: is if you have them in new deck order, and you do a pharaoh, right? If they're, let's say, these are not new deck order, but let's say they were a new deck order, and you give them a pharaoh as an old pack, this is not going to work out extremely well for me on stream. But let's get them in up there. All right, Magic skills don't fail me now. Not a perfect pharaoh. It's close, but not perfect. But if they go in, if you get 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever of those in order, that's a known. You know what cards are in that order. So if you could memorize that order just like you would in a Monica or something like that. So imagine this: you take the deck, you give it 2, 3 shuffles, and then you have a memorized pack. So think about that. That's super cool, right? I haven't bothered to work on that because I don't do a lot of stack work, but you could, and there's no reason why not. And I don't know why more people aren't talking about that, because that's a perfectly valid way to, like, from a shuffle deck, have a memorized deck. That would be really cool. Just a thought there. There's a perfect pharaoh. There's a perfect pharaoh right there. So let's see if I can go over the perfect pharaoh. I know I'm recording this, so this might be a little bit awkward or strange on stream, but let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can go through it together. So something that's going to help you is, it like I found whenever I'm trying to do it, I'm trying to guess exactly what 26 cards is and what 26 cards is. And that can be really hard to do. Like, you can cut it, you can eyeball it, but then, like, you know, you could be halfway through a pharaoh. I got another perfect one right there. You could be halfway through one and realize that you've got too many cards in packet A or packet B. And so a quick way to know is to know at each phase at new deck order what card shows up. What card you're looking for when you're cutting, okay? So, like, for instance, when it's a new deck order, you're looking for the King of Diamonds is the first one. So you'd want to look for the King of Diamonds, and then you go, okay, well, then I know I have 26 in this hand, and then I have to have 26 in this hand, because that's exactly the halfway point. That's the start of the new packet, is the King of Diamonds. And then the next one would be, I don't know what it is. Oh, excuse me for a second, guys. I will be right back. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay. So, yeah, so anyway, what I was saying is you'd find the King of Diamonds, because, you know, it's the halfway point. And then I don't know what the halfway point is again. I think it's like the 8 of Spades or something. But, like, if you know what the middle card is supposed to be all 8 times, then you know that you're hitting exactly middle each time. So that would be really helpful. Something you could do, I guess, is you could go through, and each time you cut the 26, you could maybe do like a pencil dot. And then that way, whenever you're training, you could, you know, see the pencil dot and go, yes, that's 26. Okay, that's the 26 mark this time. This is the 26. So every time you're doing it, you know you're cutting to the right spot. If you can't remember what it is, you know, when you're going. So that might be something you could do. If you're struggling with the pharaoh, changing the quality of the cards that you're using might help. Also, pharaohing front to back or back to face, you know, face to back or back to face can make a difference because of the way that they're cut. If you can get traditionally cut cards, you can get them from Penguin Magic. You can get bicycle cards in traditional cut. They'll be marked on the box, or it'll denote that somewhere. In fact, let me just pull up a link here so I can. This is super helpful having the 2 computers. My gosh, traditional cut. Yeah, see, like Richard Turner has some out. Bicycle playing cards, gold standards. Gold standards are great. I guess the Elite Edition are that way. I can't say for sure, but it looks like they are. I really enjoy the gold standard playing cards. Let me give you this, and then you can go ahead and take a look at all the other ones that are out. But doing that where they have a consistent cut, where you know that... what do you mean? I can't... I'm the boss, so I can do whatever I want. Just give me a hard time. There it is. Cool. So, but check out those traditional cut cards might be able to help you with getting the Pharaoh more precise, because they're not just, you know, really dumb with their edges. You get like a nice consistent edge, and that allows you to Pharaoh them a lot more easily. I would really strongly suggest looking at those. Not to say that you can't Pharaoh with an off-the-shelf deck, but if you're learning and trying to get the feel for it, a traditionally cut deck, it might help you a lot, and they're like $5, so might as well give it a try. Size Stebbins is awesome. Size Stebbins is great. I like, people always want to go, oh, well, I do Mnemonica or Aronson stack, or I do you know, whatever Richard Osterland's stack is. And there's nothing wrong with those stacks and learning a stack, but for me, like, I never really felt like I needed to. Like, I think one of the reasons people worry about a stack is because they want to worry about it looking like a cyclic order, right? Because it goes ace 4 7 10 king, you know, 3 6 9, and goes in this pattern or order, and that might be too obvious. But the thing is, it's really not. I mean, I've really never run into an issue where people go, wait a minute, let me take a look at those cards. It's no big deal, right? And you can do stuff like, because it's a completely cyclical stack, you can do things like do the Charlie Miller false shuffle, you know, or the slop shuffle, or whatever it is. So this is a complete, all this does is cut the deck. This doesn't actually shuffle the cards at all, but it looks totally random. You can cut this if you want, and then you've got everything still where it's supposed to be. So you can do mind reading effects. You can do paroptic vision, which is a great routine by Richard Osterland again. Gosh, you can do, if you start with the 6 of hearts on top, you can use it in, which is traditionally actually where the stack is supposed to start, is with the 6 of hearts. You can do things like Tempest by Lloyd Barnes, which is great. I use that all the time. I love it, and you can use the size 7 stack for that. So I use, you know, do paroptic vision, or do a couple of things with a size 7 stack, and then finish with Tempest or something like that. It just looks super good. Oh, isn't that nice? This is great. Let me see if I can report. Sorry, I've got to do that. Move. I'm gonna hide the user on this channel. Okay. Yeah, it always is. That's the thing. So I've been able to. I reported them. Reported them, and I blocked them, or blocked them from the channel. So you guys shouldn't see them anymore. Sorry about that. That's unavoidable in the live streams, unfortunately. It's gonna happen, but you shouldn't see any more of that. So, and if you do catch any more, then of course I'll get those too. Sorry about that, guys. Always some nonsense. You're right. There's always some nonsense. Josh is here. What's up, Josh? Thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate y'all. So I left a message out to my channel members. I'm doing my next video coming out either the next week or two will be on how to make a DIY marked deck of cards. So I thought you would find that interesting. I think that's going to be really cool, because you can also use that in tandem with the size 7 stack, or with any stack, or with no stack at all. So a DIY marked deck. It's not very hard. It's a little time consuming, but then you'll have a deck of cards that you can just use all the time. So I think that'd be awesome. I got to talk with Kevin Booth for a couple of hours. Oh, how's Kevin doing? I hadn't talked to him in it's been about 2 years. So hope he's doing well. Still got a beard? Still beardy? I'd love to hear how he's doing. you guys are in the same area that I'm in, but I'm here in Texas or in the South, and man, we've been having like, I don't want to call it a heat wave, but it's super hot outside, and I know it's only going to get about another 20 or 30 degrees hotter through August and September, so that'll be wonderful. But yeah, hopefully it'll cool off a little bit, or you guys doing those outside shows will have some shade, because that's something that is not often offered to those who work outdoors. So I hope you guys do. And that's a tip. If you ever do a show outside, oh man, jeez, always some nonsense. Humid 90 here in Chicago. Yeah, see, there you go. It's hot everywhere. Not good. Not good at all. It's been so I'll tell you, if you are doing an outdoor event, I try to avoid them if at all possible, because I wear a business suit when I'm performing. In fact, you guys may have seen it. It's over there on my bat stand over there. My Batman suit stand. I really want to get like a logo or like a Batman belt or something put on it. But it's awesome because you keeps it nice and secure and looks beautiful. But say you're outside and you're performing at an outdoor venue and you're wearing a business suit and it's 90, 100 degrees outside. You're going to be sweating through that, which means you're going to be taking that suit to the dry cleaners. And that A, gets expensive. B, can wear your suit down fast. You're only supposed to clean your suit like twice a year, if you can help it. And then it looks bad, right? And then you're also super uncomfortable because you're sweating out your whole shirt there. So if you can, either arrange to wear something lighter, or don't be super tied to be performing in a business suit like I am. Unfortunately, it's my image now, so I have to. Everywhere I go, it's my brand, so I have to wear that. But if you can avoid it, great. If you can wear lighter, more airy materials performing outside, or be able to perform in the shade, that's ideal too. If you can get that, you should do that. And also make sure you insist on getting water, because that's something that can really, really bog you down. I have a friend who's a balloon twister. He's actually been interviewed on this channel before. His name's Ron Shover, and we're actually going to be bringing him back. Him and I've been talking about bringing him back for an interview on the channel. And he twists balloons in latex, like disintegrates in UV light. And so if he's performing outdoors without shade, those balloons, that latex will get ruined. Anything that's inside of his balloon rig, even stuff that hasn't been inflated and twisted yet, just stuff that's out that he's pulling from, all gets destroyed. The balloons that he inflates and then twists, the sun can destroy the very thin latex, can destroy it in a matter of minutes, and he could be working on a model and have it explode or pop in his hands, and then he's got to start over again. You definitely need to be insisting on shade. So that's something to... I'm sorry, I'm catching these. There's a tornado. That's not good. Eek. But insist on the shade. Insist on the shade, and also bottled water and lots of it. Or just don't work outside if you can help it. I have a lot of friends who worked fairs and festivals. I worked my share of fairs and festivals over the years, and they're great. They're fun. They're a good way to make a paycheck too, but they can suck real bad if it's super hot outside. All right, so, down here in state Illinois near Galesburg. All right, cool. We had tornado by this evening. No damage. That's really good. I'm really glad to hear that. In a cornfield. At least it was in a cornfield. There's not much in a cornfield. My July show is outside. Oh, bless you. Hopefully you have some cover. Tip, make sure that the stage, that you're facing the sun. You're not thinking about it right now, but make sure you are facing the sun. Because what'll happen if not is If the sun's behind you, the whole audience is going to be like this. They're not going to be able to see it. They're going to look like Gilbert Gottfried. And they're not going to be, they're like, what did he do? So, yeah, make sure you're facing the sun, not them. Super important. Not me. I'd have to work in AC, especially wearing a suit. Yeah, man, it is killer. It is killer. I have some colleagues down here who have special outfits for performing outside. They have their brand colors, but they wear a T-shirt with their website on it or the logo of the company that they're working for if they're working through an agent, and then usually shorts in a matching color to be able to stay cool, because it can get really bad out. So be careful. I always keep this in mind when busking. That's what I was thinking. It's 7 p.m. in the evening. Okay. Cool. Yep. It's stuff you don't think about. This is what's fun, is that these are the kinds of things that I think about. Being that I do this for a living, and people call me and ask me for shows and everything, and they go, it's super frustrating working through an agent sometimes. Agents are great. They have their place. They're wonderful. And I actually have a whole video planned on talking about working with agents. But often is the thing that they are handling so many different types of entertainment. They're not your manager, right? They are agents. So they source entertainment for a customer, and they don't necessarily know all the insides and outs about every single different type of entertainment that might be trying to source, and how those entertainers work. So like somebody like a what's the word I'm looking for? Oh gosh, like acrobatics, like like doing hanging from the ceiling, the silks and everything. There's a special rigging and safety that has to be met for that to, you have to have somebody who's certified to hook up that rigging, because you're really asking somebody, their life is on the line. So, Josh, I'm sorry, man. I'll talk to you later. So have fun at the party. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate you, man. So, that rigging has to be set up, because you're going to be 20, 30, 40 feet in the air. And you're trusting your life with whoever put up that rigging. So that's a whole thing, and that has to be done ahead of time, and it has to be tested and retested and safety checked and all kinds of stuff. Some entertainment planners don't know about that. Stuff like if you're outside and you're doing a stand-up show, which way the sun is facing, right? Or how the audience is facing, into the sun or away from the sun. Important stuff, right? But stuff that's not necessarily thought about, and those little nuances and those little pieces that make the show work or not is what I worry about all the time, because it's my job to worry about that, because of course I'm supposed to put on the best show ever, every single time, without fail. And so it's very frustrating, whether it be, it's usually with some agents, not all of it, because there are some that are amazing and I love and I will always work with no matter what, but then there are some other ones that I've worked with in the past who didn't know this stuff, and all they wanted to know from me was, are you available and what's your fee? And that's not enough to go off of, right? And so it could get very frustrating whenever your job, you're putting your name on it, you're putting your reputation and your seal of quality on this thing. You're going to show up and it's going to be your face, in your show, and you want your show to go well every single time. And they go, are you available and what's your fee? It's like, I don't know what, I don't know enough to give you an answer. I really don't. Can I get some more information? And then they don't like doing that go-between, where you can ask a list of questions that send back to the client, and then the client respond, and they don't want you talking to the client directly, because some of them are worried about you stealing the client, which the ones that do that, I think that they should not be calling me or anybody else in the first place, because if you don't trust your talent enough not to steal your client, then why are you calling them to do the show? But again, I have a whole video on this planned. I'm going to be doing it later. But yeah, so I think it's super important to trust your entertainment that you're booking, and not only trust them not to steal your client, because if they are, don't hire them. or don't send that job out to them. And second, because to hire is not the right word, don't ask them to fill that slot for you. And then also don't, if you're going to trust them, that means you have to trust them with knowing what's best for their client and the presentation of their own show or their own work. So you need to listen to them, and you need to not be frustrated or not let that communication happen, because it really needs to. It's super important. So again, have a whole video plan on this. I have tons of stuff that I want to talk about. I think I'm going to do it interview style, bring my friend Joe in here, and him and I will kind of bounce off each other and chat about it, so I can share my thoughts on that, because there are a lot. I think we're also probably going to talk about that a little bit with Ron Shover as well. So, goodness me, I've been talking nonstop for 43 minutes. I have a house guest over tonight. My nephew is staying the night. It's my daughter's birthday party tomorrow, and I've got a lot to do. So I think I might sign off a little bit early, y'all. But not before I answer Don's question. Have you ever had to turn out a gig? Plenty of times. I'm already booked. If you mean turn it down for conscientious or ethical reasons, is that what you mean? Or because they weren't going to, for some other reason besides me being overbooked? Yes. The answer is yes to that too. So yeah, a lot of times, especially as we get towards the later half of the year, I have to turn down a lot of work because I get booked up. You know, I get booked up 3 months in advance at least. I have 2 or 3 shows booked for next year already. So, you know, that's a thing. But yeah, I've had to turn down lots of work because I either didn't. Let's see if I give you a clear example. There was an agency here in town that I used to, when I got started, worked with a lot, and now I can't work with them at all. There's a lot of reasons for that, but I don't work with this particular company at all anymore. I won't say who. It doesn't matter. But there was always this feeling that there was a race to the bottom. It was always about how cheaply they could get the entertainment for, and with no concern or regard for the entertainment involved. It was always just like, hey, this is what it pays, take it or leave it, right? And it was this feeling like they felt like they try to create this feeling like they were your employer, when it's actually really the other way around. If you are taking the lion's share of the pay and you're providing the service, and all that's really happening is that they're a go-between and you're paying them a commission to collect that work for you, then really an agency works for the entertainment, for the entertainers. And so it's really, it was a very messed up or backwards type of situation where they believed that they had some kind of ownership or pull over the entertainers, and that if you didn't do these things for them, then you didn't get to stay on their roster or whatever. And so I stopped working with them because I think they had an abuse of power. They had they were confused about what their role was, and had kind of the opinion that, oh, well, good luck, you'll never make it by yourself, when that wasn't the problem. I was needing to leave them because I was taking too many much higher paying gigs that I was booking myself, and I had outgrown them. So yeah, again, I won't talk about which agency this was, just that this was an incident that I had with an agency that I worked with in the past. So yeah, so anytime they would call me for a show after that, after I told them, hey, look, I can't do shows at that rate anymore. If you guys want to, call me and book me for the rate, that I told you I work for, then fine, okay, great. But yeah, so I had to turn down a lot of work from them. That was one of the things. That's not a snobbish thing either. It's just like, you get to a certain point where you're too busy to take on any more shows. You don't need any more shows, and so you charge what you need to do that show, right, based on your supply and demand. And I had gotten too busy, and so I couldn't take shows at that rate anymore. So I've turned down a lot of work from them, and then we don't work together anymore. It wasn't a bad break or anything. I wish them all the best, but couldn't work with them anymore. So that's, yes, any of the work that came from them, I don't really do anymore. If it was from an well, I'll tell you a story real quick. A funny one is I got called about doing, and again, I won't name any names. It's not anybody. It's just I'll speak in generalities here. But I had been emailed about doing a magic show for a nudist couple, and I thought that was interesting. So they asked me if I would be willing to perform at a nudist wedding, and I said, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm gonna have to find some inventive or creative places to put some of my props, but sure, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm not inclined to do that, but I'm gonna have to charge you my fee for that, right? And I'm not gonna compromise on that, so you have to understand that part. And they said, okay, fine, but would you be willing to send me a nude photo of yourself to show that you don't actually have a problem with it, because we don't want you to back out or chicken out if you're not actually comfortable with it when the time comes and we've already planned this and stuff. I was like, so you just emailed me out of the blue and solicited a nude photograph for me. No. You want me to put my skin in the game, no pun intended. You've got to do something too. So I said, okay, well, I will do it, but I need you to give me a non-refundable $500 deposit for this, so that I know you're not just some person coming out and asking me to do this that doesn't actually have any, whatever. So it was this back and forth hilarity that ensued. And turns out I don't know if it was actually legit or if it was somebody just trying to get a nude photograph of me or something. But it was probably one of the most interesting pieces of work that I've turned down, and it wasn't because I wouldn't do it, but because I didn't have enough trust in the person who contacted me to think that it was legitimate. I think it's the first time I've ever shared that story publicly. Anyway. Hungry and hungover. Thoughts on the use of playing cards and mentalism? I don't got any problem with it. Playing cards don't belong to magicians; they belong to everybody. I don't have any problem with perform. And in fact, in that beautiful book by The Mental Mysteries of Hector Chadwick, I'm not going to share it on stream, but there's a chapter in here, there is a treatise or a thought or a page that deals directly with the idea of playing cards and mentalism. I'll just read it. I don't think this will affect anything. Playing cards and mentalism on the justification of their use. If I were genuinely a psychic, the first thing I would do is take a seat at the highest stakes poker table I could find. There you go. I have no problem with playing cards and mentalism. As long as you are clearly defining that if you're doing mentalism, that you're doing mentalism. If you're doing magic, you're doing magic. But I think a blend of the two can be damaging. I think if you are performing magic with playing cards and then try to claim that the next thing that you are doing is purely mentalism, no, it isn't. It's magic, because you've created the umbrella of magic, and now it's magic. Everything will fall under that now. But if you are purely just demonstrating apparent psychic abilities or a sixth sense or five senses to create the illusion of a sixth sense or whatever your spiel is, to then, do this in the middle of your ambitious is in front of your paroptic vision or mind reading thing, yeah, you're going to look like a magician. So if you're trying to create the strength or illusion that all you're doing is reading people's minds, handle the deck of cards, you know, like anybody else would, which means hiding skill, right? Do these things where you're doing like this kind of garbage. Drop a couple of cards on the floor. Do this shuffle, which looks, you know, like you don't know what you're doing with a deck of cards. It looks like, I'm kind of just trying to randomize them. I don't really know what's going on. Do that, right? Because that's going to look like you don't know what you're doing with the deck of cards. As soon as you start whipping out the, you know, cardistry, yeah, the jig is up. You're a magician, right? So that's my thoughts on mentalism and cards. Yeah, use them. I use them. I think it's great. Just make sure that you're Clark Kenting it a little bit. You're hiding the Superman and showing just the Clark Kent. So that's my thoughts. Anyway, guys, it is late. I have to go. Like I said, I have a house guest. I have my daughter's second birthday party tomorrow, and then followed by a gig, which I have to go straight from my daughter's birthday party straight to this gig. So that's gonna suck. But yep, gotta pop out tonight. I hope to see you guys real soon. Again, please, if you're still here and you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It certainly helps me out a ton. And then also please check out my new gaming channel. You can find it. It's linked to this. It's under my featured channels on my. If you go to my main YouTube page, you can find featured channels. It's the Magic Minute Gaming. If you're at all into gaming content, I do a lot of cool stuff over there. We'll be doing more, moving from Twitch over to YouTube to do live streams and also other kinds of gaming content. So please keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate you for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. Always a pleasure. I hope to see you again here next Friday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. If that deviates from that, I will, of course, leave messages in the community tab and also on Discord so you know if I'm going to be live and when. Thank you, guys. Peace, long life. Eat your vegetables. Go to bed on time. Don't toot in the car with the windows rolled up. And sounds it. Live your best life. See you guys later. Take care.